basically every receiver that we talked to, and even Coach Chris mentioned that you sort of became a glue guy, sort of. You came in, you basically became a leader, and you started trying to figure it out. How important was that for you coming in to sort of establish yourself in that role, especially with a pretty young group when you came in?
Yeah, Coach Beard told me, like, I was the oldest guy in the group. I probably had the most experience. And, coming in, Coach Beard told me, like, you got a young group, man, and it's a lot of characteristics, it's a lot of things to manage. And for me, I've never been much of a vocal guy, but I wanted to challenge myself this year and put that on my plate because I think I'm more than capable of doing that. For me, just leading these young guys, man, and holding them accountable and them holding me accountable as well too. I think it goes hand in hand, man. And I'm a guy that they can come and ask questions. They can just come and kick it with. I think that's the main thing. So I definitely think that I have done a great job so far as the leadership role, and I want to continue to do that. And I just want to continue to build a great bond with these guys.
Who stood out to you the most from the group?
I think everybody had a great spring. I can't really individualize one person, but I think everybody came each and every day with the mindset to compete, and that's all that matters. If you bring your best each and every day, man, can't complain about that.
With Keelan and Tony coming in after the spring, just adding a little more veteran, a little more experience, just how much do you think they can round out the room and sort of add a little bit of extra to it?
Oh, definitely. I think they've already added value because the mindset that they had coming in, man, it was just like they were in here in the building a lot and they really wanted to learn the offense. So when we get on the field, there was no thinking, there was no kinks, no anything that they had to figure out. And I think they took that on themselves, and I really appreciate them guys for doing it, man, because it don't mean a lot, not just for me, but as a team, man, them just putting in that time, man, it's going to go a long way for sure.
Carson finally be able to catch passes from him.
Oh, yeah.
Just what was that like during the in-between in the spring? And that time, just what was it like to finally start catching passes from him? And what was he doing during spring to try to make sure everyone was on the same page for when he was finally cleared?
Him just running meetings and, just having the mentality of belief and having a winning mentality. I feel like that's going to take us a long way. And seeing him throw for the first time, man, it really, really opened our eyes. Like, he can rip it, even though he was hurt. Like he can rip it, he can play. We know he's been to 2 national championships, so we know he knows what it takes to win. And, we're just blessed to have him here for his last year, man. Extremely blessed.
Hey, CJ, how are you?
How you doing?
How's everything going? How's summer?
It's good. It's good, really good.
Well, I know we chatted way back when, but wanted to talk to you a little bit, doing a feature on some of our new guys coming in, and just your thoughts as we're getting ready to finally get to practice tomorrow, real practice, not spring. What's kind of going through your mind, and how excited are you to get this journey really started?
I'm extremely excited to, finally put on helmets, put on shoulder pads. This is my last go around, so for me, just giving it my all, not just for myself, but for these guys here too.
Going back to the decision to come to Miami, what was it that made you feel like this was going to be the right fit for you?
The coaching staff, just them being on me heavy. I felt like I was wanted, and just coming here, and I feel like I've definitely grown as a player, just being around these coaches, just holding me accountable. And just taking on the role of being a leader to some of these young guys. I think that definitely played a part in it.
How much are you looking forward to seeing the training wheels fully taken off? I know he's been full go for a little bit, but he wasn't able to participate in the spring. To see him, to know he's going to get out there with you guys tomorrow and start heaving it. How excited are you to get that going?
I'm extremely excited. Just knowing that he knows what it takes. And him just being held back, I just can't wait for him to, just release it. Just release it, man. Let it go. We've been playing this game since it was like yay high, so it ain't nothing new to him, man. I'm extremely excited to see him tomorrow.
Tell me a little bit about what you saw in Coach Dawson's offense. #1 offense in the country last year, did some incredible things. As a receiver, what was attractive to you about what he likes to do?
Just probably getting everybody involved. I think that was the main thing. Just everybody having the opportunity. It really speaks volume. Because everybody in our room, I feel like, can make plays, and that's the main thing. Just us getting opportunities. I think he gave a lot of people opportunities, so I love that about his offense.
So, is it easy? I think guys have told me, I think it was KB or something, like, just you're a leader in the room. So is it easy to be a leader when you're a 6-year guy? Is it easier to lead after you've experienced everything you've experienced?
I think it's definitely easier.
You know too much, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's a lot of experience and knowledge that I can give to these guys going into their later years, and they can pass down. I think that's the main thing. Just him asking me to take on this role. And,
He did?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's kind of young room.
Yeah. He asked me to take on the role and just help manage all the characteristics and things of that nature, and just lead these guys, hold them accountable. I think we definitely put that on.
Are you naturally vocal?
Am I naturally vocal? No.
No. Okay.
But I think it definitely came a little easier when I got here.
You probably seen enough things that you're like, oh man, I've done
Seen that, yep.
been that, seen that, done that. So what's the biggest thing you're trying to pass along? Like if you were to, this is year 6, right? It goes fast. Life goes fast, right? And nothing makes up for time.
Right.
So what is it the thing you try to? What are the things you tried to pass along?
Just remember how you got here. I think that's the main thing. A lot of people, come to college and get complacent, think they made it. But when you revert back to your core habits and how you got here, I think the sky's the limit. So I try to pass that down.
You also think that? I worked here 1 year, way long time ago, but just seeing it from the inside, right, and being around here long enough to know that, your core habits get you here, but it's basically a job.
You got to be one of the
so that you also have to treat it like
players in the country.
You have to treat it serious.
For sure. Definitely got to
making sure they understand, like, you're
how does
he's naturally talented, but like that only gets
you so far.
That only gets you so far. You're not actually like rest, nutrition,
exactly.
It doesn't matter how everyone's good.
Yeah.
So is that do you see yourself able to hey,
for sure.
Reminders of hey,
I definitely
we gotta do this, we gotta do that.
I definitely talked about that yesterday when we got done working out.
You feel like the competition
I told him,
is that going to bring out the
your best ability is your availability. Just being available, being healthy, it's gonna get you further than you think. Because there's a lot of things that go into place, soft tissue stuff, just minor things that you don't want. And
what have your workouts with Carson Beck been like?
No, he said last year had nagging injuries. I'm like, once that stuff starts, it's hard to It's hard to.
What does it mean to you?
Get it right.
Yeah, so you got to maintenance it before it even gets there. So that's the main thing I've been trying to tell them. Yeah.
So just take care of your body.
Yeah, exactly. And I have to take care of my body.
Why?
It's my 6th year.
Did you have was there a medical redshirt in there?
A medical?
Did you have? How'd you get to 6? You had a COVID year and a redshirt.
I had a COVID year and a redshirt.
Because of it, have you had a major injury or no?
Yeah, I have in the past.
So that is, but you better understand. Do you better understand taking care of your body because of that, or just because of what you've been?
No. Just
you've been through it.
Just based off how I feel, and based off like I'm older than these guys. Like they can just come out here.
How old are you?
Not straight.
So you feel older.
I
mean, I know you're older, but like
yeah, for sure.
You're insulting me by saying you're older.
No, I'm not trying to do that, but I definitely feel it for sure. I feel them years adding up a little bit.
I got you.
All right, so one thing I've heard about you is you've really taken on kind of a leadership role, organizing film sessions, etc. Why do you feel like that's important to do? Establish yourself in that way.
I think it's being an older guy and being to different places and having different experiences and knowledge on the game. I just want to give it all back to these guys. I think that's the main thing. I think that's one of my purposes of being here and taking on that leadership role. Just holding people accountable, and them holding me accountable as well. I think it's gonna go a long way. And having these young guys and all these different characteristics and managing that, it's definitely been really fun. And I think that each and every guy in the room, we have a strong bond, like each and every guy. You know, we do a lot of things outside of football that helps us come in and make football easier, if that makes sense.
You've been around a lot of different rooms, right? Wide receiver rooms in your career. How does this one not stack up? But how are they in terms of the work they put in and that type of stuff?
I think we're as good as anybody in the country. Just the talent that we have, and these guys being young, I think they're heavily slept on. So, you know, I'm not going to say too much about it, but I think we're ready to compete.
Tell me about JoJo Trader. He's a guy that fans are excited about a lot because he's a guy with a lot of potential. What have you seen from JoJo in your time?
He's a different guy, man. Very athletic, capable of getting in and out his routes really fast, capable of tracking the ball really well. I think his ceiling is really high. And for him, man, I think just for him to be consistent each and every day, I think that's going to take him a long way as far as you know, getting to where he want to get to. But he's definitely very athletic, and he's capable of running every route in the route tree, and he definitely has a high ceiling for sure.
And then Malachi is a young guy that made a nice impression this week.
For sure.
What have you noticed about him?
He's a grinder. You know, he get in here early. He do the extra, and that's what I really like about him, man. He don't take a day off. There's never a day that he takes off. Even on the off day, it's not an off day to him. We gonna come in here and try to find something to get better at, whether it's watching film, whether it's catching, like whatever it is. You know, he gonna make the best out of the situation.
For you, a lot of good the LSU year, how would you characterize that year for yourself? Did it go the way you would have wanted? Do you feel like you have more to show in yourself here at Miami? Is that why you're here?
I can't really speak on my situation at LSU, man, but I'm just blessed that it brought me here to give me another opportunity to really, you know, put me on the platform, put this team on the platform, and you know, just having all the guys, not just offensive wise, but defensive wise. We got some real competitors, real deep at each spot, and you know, just going out and being able to compete against these guys each and every day, I think that's going to take us a long way.
Last thing for me, just you've been around some good quarterbacks out there with Salter and Nussmeier and now Beck. Specifically with Carson, what impresses you about how he handles himself on the field, off the field, his skill set?
Yeah, he's very mature. I think the first conversation we had was, before you get out on the field, you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe you can do it before you get out on the field, and that's what it started with. And I think just having that mentality, man, that winning mentality, you know, him being a two-time champion at Georgia, man, like he know what it takes, and him just passing that down. Definitely going to take us a long way, man. And I definitely appreciate having him and his competitive spirit.
Got one more. The DBs you guys compete against here. What are your thoughts on that?
Best of the best, no doubt. Ones all the way through, it don't matter. Them guys are competitors. And like I said, we loaded at each spot, man. So I think everybody in that room is a one. Like, it's that deep. And I'm really blessed to be here and capable to compete with them each and every day.
Who specifically do you enjoy going against in that room? Does it bring out the best in you?
Everybody. Like it's literally like I gotta do my best for each guy. Like there's not a fall off in my eyes. So yeah, that room is very deep for sure. Appreciate you. What up?
CJ, what's going on, man? We here with CJ Daniel.
I'm just right.
Listen, if you could sum up the season last year at LSU, like he was kind of injured, you know what I'm saying? Sum it up, explain to the people what happened to you last year.
I'm not really too focused on last year, man.
Okay, well let's go forward then.
Go ahead.
How you feel about being here? How did he treat you? Is it different than Louisiana Heat?
It's similar.
Yeah.
You know, sticky. Definitely humid for sure. But I think just being here definitely is an advantage for us. Just working out, training in the heat is definitely an advantage for sure.
Yeah. I know, well, going back a little bit, you suffered a loss in Cameron Lacey, you know what I'm saying, what tragically happened to him. Could you talk to us about a little bit and about your relationship with him?
He was definitely a dude on the field for sure. Definitely a playmaker. We definitely had a great bond off the field. And, you know, I was blessed to be in his presence and, you know, experience what we did his past year.
Yeah, them locker room lives. I used to be all over them down here in Miami, man. Them locker room lives used to be live. So listen, what's your relationship with Carson Beck since he's been here? What kind of guy is he? What kind of leader is he?
He's definitely a competitor. He got a winning mentality, and he knows what it takes. You know, he's been on that stage multiple times, and I think that's the best thing about him, man. Is the first conversation we had was like, before you step out on that field, you got to believe. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing without belief. And you know, just having him and having the experience that he's had is definitely go carry on, and he can definitely pass down the experience and knowledge to some of these young guys to pass on to the younger guys.
You're an experienced wide receiver in the locker room with a bunch of babies, like a lot of young guys in there. I heard you kind of like the leader. How does it feel to be in that role in the locker room?
It's definitely a blessing to be in that role, man. Before I even got here, Coach KB told me, man, it's a lot of young guys in this room. It's a lot of characteristics that got to be managed, man. But I think these young guys have been doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? Just asking me questions. You know, just doing things outside of football, man. I think the off the field stuff definitely contributes to the chemistry and how we play on the field, man. So just doing those things off the field, having great bonds with each and every one of them, is definitely gonna take us there.
All right, appreciate it.
For sure, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
What do you know about South Florida receivers? You know, you obviously play with a couple now, but you've been made a little more familiar about blurs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the first spring when all the kids was out here and I heard the first blur, I knew I was in the 305. So.
Sure. You talk about, you know, you got to play at the end of the spring.
Yeah, I got to play a little bit.
Yeah, you know, what was that like getting comfortable with?
It was definitely great. A good experience, man. Just being able to go out and compete. But you know, it's time for fall camp, man, and I'm ready to tune it up.
Have you envisioned the Notre Dame game yet? Just running out the tunnel?
Nah, not yet, man. You know, we got our first day of practice tomorrow, so that's really what I'm focused on.
What drew you to Miami?
Really the coaching staff, man. And how hard they wanted me. I think that was the main thing. Just me being wanted. I think that was big for me, man. And them just harping on me and telling me the role as a leader I could have here, man. So I definitely wanted to take advantage of that.
You've played in some dynamic receiver rooms. Just now that you're the leader here, you know, what do you try to bring? Like day-to-day stuff that you guys can't slack on?
Competitiveness. You know, just doing the small things beforehand, before we even touch the field, man. Just being ready for the day, being prepared, passing down knowledge to these guys. Just holding each and every guy accountable in the room, man. I think that's the main thing. Accountability is going to take us a very long way.